I'm going to show you how to get kind of a cool little marble effect on your cake board. Pretend that our water pitcher is on a nice marble countertop. In order to do that, you need your board, obviously. You could use foam core, you could use a cake drum, or you can rig up your own little cool board here. This is just cake cards glued together. There's 3 of them. And then there's a 4th on the bottom that's smaller. These are 10-inch, and then we have an 8-inch as well glued onto the bottom. So 3 10-inch, 1 8-inch, and the 8-inch was made by Avalon. Just a little space so you can get your fingers under there and lift it up easily. Very smart. She's very smart. Probably already know that. I have 3 different colors here. I have my white, because we're gonna do like a white with a little gray veinage in there, which is not really a word, but you know what I'm saying. And then we've got some gray. It may be purple to the guys of the world, but that's because they can't see color. So we're just gonna go with gray. And then we've got a little bit of a darker gray as well. Just a little bit of the color, because we just want a little veinage in there. Grab a little scrap piece of fondant before I start working with my fondant so I can rub it on my clean hands and get the little lint and dust. Well, if your hands are clean, there's no dust on them. But you get the lint off from the towel. And also I rub it on my work surface. Because a lot of people ask, how do you keep lint out of your stuff? Because that's a major problem in cake decorating. And this is how I do it. You need a little powdered sugar or whatever you use to keep your fondant from sticking to your work surface. I got a little powdered sugar here and got a little sifter, which is brilliant. Avalon taught me this too. She's really taught me a lot. She's really a good teacher. Tap it and get it on your surface. Everybody does this marble technique a little different. There are multiple ways that you could get the marble effect. So I've kneaded up my white. I've got it in a little bit of a elongated shape. And just knead up my other colors and do the same thing. This is not meant to be perfect, right? We want it to be a little imperfect, if you will. And then I've got my little piece there. Take my medium gray piece, and I'm actually gonna split it in 2. I'm just gonna kind of roll it out a little bit with my hands. And then I'm gonna take that and put that on one side. And I'm gonna take the other one, and I'm gonna put it on the other side. Flip it over on itself, stretch it out. You can also fold it the opposite way. Now I'm going to add my other little dark one in here. Fold it again. You do not want the colors to mix together completely. And then you can just roll it out. Get this nice, cool marbled effect in there. Isn't that cool? Kind of love that. If you get bubbles in your fondant, you can use a little straight pin or an acupuncture needle. You can attach this several ways. You could use shortening, you could use piping gel, you can use water. I've got a little spritzer of water here, so I'm just gonna spritz this off to the side so that we don't get any water on our surface. You don't wanna soak it, but you definitely wanna make sure there's enough on there that it will stick. Just carefully. Ooh, you could look on the back side, see if you like that better, but I got this little extra piece of the dark that was a little weird, so I'm just gonna keep the front side. I want you to just go over it to make sure it's nice and smooth. Cut in till it hits the board, and carefully just hold it flush against the side. Get it nice and clean. And if your edge isn't perfectly clean, you can just take this and kind of clean it up a little bit. And if you see it kind of pulling in a little bit, you can always just scooch that back out to the edge. And you're good to go. You get a nice, fun marble effect for your board. Awesome.
I really should have been an actress. Oh, I should say how he.
So it can like.
Okay, maybe we could shove that in before the goodbye. Like, you know, he mentioned that he's seen you guys before. You know, I think it was just through the window. He talked about the cake, and I think that's really why he wants to come inside.
Alrighty then. Just kidding. Okay, cut.